Well, if you're wondering why I'm wearing my motorcycle helmet, I just thought I'd use it to illustrate this story, and I guess I can take it off now, but it's a bit hot with it on. I often have people comment, one of the questions they ask is, how do you hear the voice? When you get guidance, how do you hear it? And sometimes it's a gut feeling, sometimes it's a perfectly audible voice that seems to come from the sky, rarely in that case, and most of the time internally an audible sort of voice or a sense of things. But if it is an audible voice, it's usually very quiet, very still and small, and it's like a voice of knowing. It's hard to explain. But it's not the voice of the internal dialogue that just goes blah, blah, blah about potato to potato, like all day long. Which is now thankfully very quiet in my mind, thanks to the workbook lessons of A Course in Miracles. But the reason I was wearing my helmet is because I was going for a ride this afternoon and I couldn't find it. I couldn't find my helmet anywhere. And I'm sure usually I just leave it on the back of the bike. And I thought, where did I put it? Because I did clean the bike the other day, so it's likely, I'm reasoning to myself, like I've put it somewhere whilst I was cleaning the bike. And for the life of me, I couldn't find it. Anyway, I kind of gave up looking, and I thought, I'll just buy another helmet. I don't know where it is. And I asked the girls in the shop out the front if anyone had handed it in, or if anyone had seen it, if it was for whatever reason. I don't know, because it wasn't in the house or the garage. And they hadn't seen it, etc., etc. So I gave up. I thought, I'll just go and buy another helmet. They're not that expensive, So, and I went about just doing other things. And this is very much the story in line with the gongs, right? So being guided and how we finally got our gongs. But I gave up, and that's the key to it. You have to give up working it out for yourself. You've got to let go and just like genuinely give up, not spiritually, like I'll practice my spirituality and I'll give up. It's got to be like, nah, fuck it. I don't know where it is, my helmet, and blah, blah, blah. I'll give up, right? And it's you've already sort of heart and soul in that giving up. Anyway, I'm doing other things and feeling a little like I could just do with a lay down. So I went and had a little lay down on the bed. And after a moment of stillness, and it always comes when you listen in the stillness, after a moment of stillness, just laying on the bed, focusing my mind on stillness and breathing and just sort of like using that time constructively, I heard the voice. And the voice said, if you go for a walk up to the corner, you'll find your helmet. Specific, everyday, common problems and solutions kind of advice. And I'm in my mind, I'm like, what? What do you mean if I go for a walk up to... Anyway, and I sort of questioned it, and I'm like, all right, I'm going to go for a walk up to the corner. So I put my shoes on and walked up to the corner, and sure enough, at the roundabout, on the other side of the roundabout, there's my helmet in the gutter on the grate for the drain, the manhole cover sitting there. And as I'm walking home carrying my helmet, I suddenly remembered that when I washed my motorbike, I sat the helmet on the rear mounted tyre of the four-wheel drive, and I'd been out early this morning in the car to get bits and pieces in the shops just up the road. And I must have left the helmet sitting there, and it's come off on the roundabout, of course, and there it is in the gutter. But I just wanted to make this video. I know it's only a very short little one. It'll probably be a short. Tina likes me doing shorts. But it's about the giving up, the listening, the surrender, the listening, that quietness, and in stillness you will hear the voice. And it's always practical. Like Jesus helps you with all sorts of stuff, That's what I love about it. Peace.